Hi everyone and welcome to today's stream. And first off, happy 2018. I'm glad you're all here. So, 2018, what's it going to mean? Well, straight away I'm already thinking of Christmas. Yeah, Christmas 2018. And I'm thinking of doing grab bags again. Now, last year I did grab bags and I sold them at a craft fair, and this is, hope I can get this on camera. So this was an arty mystery bag, and basically, as it says, it had bookmarks, keyrings. The idea originally was that they would only maybe get 2 of each of the items. Because I'd managed to go bargain shopping, I found tons of stuff. So as you can probably see by the size of this one, this was the medium. There's a lot of stuff in there. For the small, which was about the A6 size, those were £1. This medium was £3, that's British pounds, and the large, which was huge, was £5. And in fact, this is the last one, and I had loads. I must have done about 12 of these, all different sizes. It was a massive gamble to take at the time to the craft show, but it's paid off. I actually had a customer come back to me a few weeks later and want to buy some more. So I'm going to be doing these again for next year. It's a must. So I'm already shopping for the stuff. And things that I actually had in them were even just little cutesy rubbers like this. So I was picking them up, little pencil cases. Now all of the bits in this pencil case are actually what I used, well, bought separately. So I bought these clear pencil cases. I didn't pay £2.99, believe me. I paid about 10p for the pencil case. Then I bought each of the elements whenever I saw them going cheap. Added some colouring in pages of my own designs, a card from my card collection. So one of my actual officially made cards went in there, and that's going to act as a business card. So that worked really well last year, and I wanted to do that this for 2018. And then I found something in the shops. Right. And I'm a very, very careful shopper. And of course Christmas is over and the sales have begun, and I saw this. Is that not just cute? Seriously. Cute. Now, what is it, you may be wondering? So basically, it's a felt material bag with embroidery on it. Fuzzy. And then inside are goodies with what I'm hoping is going to be a postcard to Santa kind of thing. So I'm just going to drop my autofocus. There we go. Right. So let's have a look. Now, these were pretty expensive to start with, but it is a very, very good make. So this was Marks and Spencer's, and when you buy Marks and Spencer's, you are buying good quality. There's no doubt about that. Seriously. So I was so chuffed when these came down in price a little bit. And it says lettuce center with fruit flavoured jelly sweets, and suitable for vegetarians. So benefit for me. Not that I will be eating sweeties. I'm on a strict diet. No, seriously, I've got to lose 2 stone ASAP. Right, so it's all tagged, so you can't just open it without and get to the goodies, which is nice. Because sometimes when you buy crafts kind of stuff from shops, they don't put a tag through the zip, and that means people open them and touch all the stuff inside. So this is really nice that it's properly sealed, and it's got a little taggy thing there, so you could actually hang it up. You could even hang that up at like on the hearth or something, not near a fire, live fire, but just hang it up. So, well, that's ooh, yum. Right, we've got kind of gummy drop gummies, and there's quite a lot of those, so that's good. And just quickly check, I know what I'm looking for. Right. Okay. And these gummies will be as good till February, so for me, I'm not worried about that. They're going to be given over to the little cousins because I'll be replacing those bits with other bits. And then, oh, we got gummy carrots. Oh, okay, that's cute. I like that. That's a really nice mould been used on those. So that's your gummy sweets. So you get the 2 nice packs, and they're suitable for vegetarians. So I know who's going to be enjoying them. And then inside, we've got this very thin card. It says Santa Claus, Main Post Office, FI-96930, Arctic Circle, Finland. I'll let you guys look that one up. And on the back you've got a little image of a dog. So, I see. So here's the little letter. So, dear Santa, hello, my name is Diddly Doodah. I am Wassamajig years old, live in Yoo-hoo. I have been very good this year and have been thinking of what I would like for Christmas. And then you can name it on your bullet points. I'm very excited for your visit and will leave out some snacks for you and your reindeer. Love, whoever you are. That's sweet. So, that's something I'm not going to use. So you're wondering why did I buy this if I'm not going to be able to use the gummies because they've got best before date, and I'm not going to be using this. I'm literally just after this. Sorry, it's so soft, so soft. So how can I use that? Well, this is kind of useful because this is going to be a template, and already I'm guessing it's A5. So if I take a piece of A5 and fold it. Yep, so it's just a little bit shy of A5, so it's about 5 mils difference, but that's absolutely fine with me. So I've got postcards. I'm sure a lot of you have seen them before. You tend to get them in watercolour paper. I've just managed to lose every single pack that was sat on the top of my paper drawer. So you, like I say, you normally get postcard paper. So what I'll do is I'm going to do some doodling directly onto some A5 cardstock. So even if I'm just doing, I don't know, for instance, a cute snow person. No, we're not being PLC. A cute snowman. Don't care about the PLC. Snowmen are snowmen. They're not gender neutral. So for instance, we'll have a little snowman. Like so, and maybe something, I mean, I could do something really cheeky like a dog raising its leg, but that will probably be a bit PLC. But we could have something else on the side. So we could have whatever images I want to put on there. I mean, I could do dragons with scarves like one of my designs are. So I would do a couple of postcards for the kids to colour in. So then, say 2 postcard things inside there. Now, because it's A5, these these big pencils are not going to fit. So what can I use instead? Well, I can use, so she's rummaging around, these guys. Winnie pencils. And I can normally get, depending on where I'm rummaging around, crayons as well. So this is, I can turn what was a letter to Santa into not just a letter to Santa, it can be a postcard to Santa, but a colour your own postcard to Santa. And then I can put in, you know, the cute rubbery things. Let's see. So you can have a cute rubber in there, or 2. And I don't think the ruler's too big. So like the pencil cases, I can have a load of colouring in bits in there. The rubbers a drawing or two on postcards, and then I could do on the back of one of the postcards. I'm sure it won't take much to print off a To Santa thing. In fact, I can probably buy some postcards already done like that, or find a template online, because we like online. And now nibbly wise. Now, I'm going to be honest, normally when I do a pack of anything, I don't put food in there. And that is because of allergens. I've never risked it before, because at the end of the day, I can't guarantee where that product's been. And in truth, that's probably why, even if I bought these for my family, I wouldn't straight away contemplate the gummies without really having a thorough check of the ingredients. So that's just me. If I was going to put something in there, it'll be vegetarian chocolate or something like that is complete nut free, and has got very, very basic ingredients. So just cocoa milk and maybe a little bit of oil. So that is what I am planning to do. And you can see, in fact, if I put these in here, let's see, how does that fit? And then of course I'll send. So yeah, so A5 isn't going to fit, so it is literally, let's take that, 5 mils. So 5 mils in some good quality. Actually, it's going to be short as well. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 mils shorter. With a couple of colouring in pages. And then that doesn't just become a letter to Santa, it becomes a colouring in for Santa. And it gives the kids something to do. Because, I mean, I love this idea of writing what you want, but I'd just like to make something a bit more oomphy. So design wise, as I say, I've got a design of a couple of dragons playing in the snow, and I've got some other designs which I can use. I've even got a classic reindeer. So what sort of cardstock would I use? Well, I've got this. This is Ryman card, and okay, it's only 160, but it's A5, it's white, it's clean, and I do like this. And also, you'll note it's suitable for photocopying, laser printers, inkjet printers, and double-sided printing. So that's a nice stable paper that I can use, and I do trust it. It doesn't, you don't get fuzziness when using Sharpies with it either. So that's the plan. Like I say, I do have some postcards around here, but I have no idea where they've gone. Postcard eating monster around here. So what I will end up doing is, let's just line this up. Just double check some. So there we go. So you can see there's, if I run a bit up to that side, so we can see there is a good, it's almost a centimetre by 5 mils. You're like, how do you know? Use a ruler. Yes. Right, le ruler. Jeez, sorry. Not something over that I shouldn't have there. Right, how about that? Centimetre? 5 mils. Yes, didn't need the ruler, didn't need the ruler. Sorry. How do I guess? Because the width of my finger nail is roughly a centimetre. That's my trick. So whenever I do the drawings, I've just got to take into account that I've got to be within that border, and that's quite handy because that means that I can just run a stack of this paper through the guillotine. And then that way I'll have everything to size. For this one, just gonna use the ruler just to mark out. and I've got an embossing board somewhere around here, so when it comes to doing the breaking in half, then I will 90% use the embossing board to do that, so that I get nice clean lines. For this one I'm not bothered because this is just a rough, very very rough layout. I've still got glitter on this table. I am still drowning in glitter. I don't know if you can see the shyness, it's getting everywhere. It's from my last video where I showed you all the Christmas stuff that I got. I'm gonna have to put the vacuum over my desk. This is ridiculous. So giving into account, in fact what we'll do is V's and Wiz. So let's just say that's a halfway marker. So when I do this for real, what I'll do is I'll import the image into Photoshop, and then I'll be able to work out the paper sizes, shrink them down, print them off, and do them that way. And that way, if the kids are colouring in, they're not going to have to worry about if they use a pen or a pencil that agitates the ink. They're not going to have any worries about that. Because after all, everyone deserves a decent drawing. So, let's see. It's a letter to Santa. Right, speed drawing time. And this will literally just be a speed drawing just to get an idea of the sizes that I'm looking at. Because when doing drawings which children are going to colour in, I don't want something that's too detailed, but I don't want something that's not got any detail. Apparently scientists have proved that children's average attention span is about 20 minutes. Anything over that, the child's going to get too bored and lose interest. Ta-da! How many seconds was that? Okay. So the picture has got to be engaging, also fun, maybe something a bit different. Let's bring... Okay, so that's a little reindeer outline, nice and simple, and that just about fits. So that's quite handy. I could do, Disney sketches, but I don't like copying other artists. Sure, you learn technique by doing that, you learn style and such, but I just don't, it's not something that I like doing. So in this one, let's see what we could do. Oh, I can never remember how their noses go. It's a carnival, so it's forward facing, round ears, roundish ears, large skull, powerful jaws, lots of fluff. Right, we're going to add a Santa hat. Still have the ear poking up above. So I could get away also by doing animal design, just about enough room again. Because even though I can do these on A4, I like to see how much detail I can actually get in. So a few of you are probably wondering, well, that doesn't look like anything. And then it will be, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. So you could say this is literally just a colour swatch ideas. And with the reindeer I can change the lantern and turn that into a present or a bauble or a little Christmas tree. So that's how I would very quickly get down a couple of rough ideas. And like I said, I've done them at the size that I'm expecting that I'd have to draw them, simply so that I know what I can fit into there. But of course the real thing will be a lot neater. And background wise, do I want a background in the image, or do I want to keep it simple? Once again, I'll probably have to get a couple of kids to do some colouring in just to see how engaged they are with it. I suppose, as always, you can also put the synonymous Christmas tree in the background just to add some textural and colour difference. Grab a pencil. And maybe with this one, the idea would be to bring that down to there. Have a dark sky, so I could put that as grayscale or black, and then silver stars or something. Now actually, thinky. Right, bear with me, rummage time. No. Okay, where the flip-flops have they gone? Oh, right behind me. It's Panto season because they're behind me. Right, a few of you might have seen the video where I got these guys, Spectrum North Sparkles. I've actually been wondering what to use them on. I think I've just found something. So, experimental drawing again. Right. I just want to see. Come on. I honestly did prime these. Now, I found a lovely way of doing layering with these that came out really nicely. I am not kidding you. Drawing poinsettias with several of the reds was really effective. Oh, interesting fact, poinsettias and cyclamen plants, which are also associated with winter, and a lot of people buy them in for Christmas, are actually toxic to pets. They can result in stomach upsets, vomiting, nausea, and even kill. By doing co, and they're dangerous to pretty much everything. So if you're getting plants in for Christmas, just be careful what you get. Now I'm missing. So what I'm just saying is, I'm wondering if I did a clear glitter on the background, if that would work. I think this is dark already, yeah. Also, I haven't actually tried these pens out on this paper, so this is a good chance to experiment. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to shake them. Yeah, whenever you're reusing sparkle pens, please remember to shake, because of course all of the mica will have settled, and when you use them you won't get any sparkle unless you do so. That's better. So what I'm thinking is, if I employed a couple of brain cells for 5 minutes, push. When I do the drawings, if I apply a layer of clear sparkle, oh, that is coming out. It's just not. Where's my glitter gone? Oh yay, there we go. Right, so this is literally a layer of clear sparkle. Like I say, this is all experimental. It's all part of what this is going to be. And let's go just over that. It's picked up a bit of the pink. I didn't quite expect it to do that. So we're just reactivating and moving that all around. Actually, picked up a lot of the pink. Keep an eye out for that. Right. So if I do these drawings, then if I print them out at the sizes that I want and put the sparkle pen over them, this one's actually over flushed on the nose, so I'm just waiting for that to dry. Can I show you that? Can you see there's really lots of areas of really shiny? That's where the pens just come out a bit too fast. Oh, but in this corner, that corner is dried really nicely. Can you see any sparkle? Ah, there we go. You can see a bit of the shimmer coming through. In fact, that's made me question this paper. I'm going to need a stronger one. So the Raymond What's-my-jig 160 is going to be too weak. That's good. That's part of what this experimenting hoo-ha is all about. But in no way am I using my watercolour paper. That's too expensive. Now this is that argument part where you have to decide, is it quality over quantity, or do you go with whatever your budget can dictate? Right. Okay, now I've got Crafters Companions paper stuff. The last time I used this, I actually wasn't impressed, because when it comes to you, it doesn't come with any information, and I actually can't remember what I ordered. Crumbs. Right. I think that's about a 260. Doesn't quite feel like 250. Unless I go out and buy a thing of 350 card. But there's my argument about quality, quantity, costing. It just feels a bit more empty. This has got a bit more to it, right. Yeah, I have a pair of scissors in front of me and I'm still opting to tear the card. Right. But straight away, I think you can see the difference in colour. So this is the Ryman. It's crystal white. This is the Crafter's Companion. It's more ivory. But the Crafter's Companion is a lot heavier. So you might have to do the main thing onto card like this. I mean, when you look at this thing that's come with it, this is maybe not even 100 GSM. So let's try an idea. So the idea that I've got is that you come, I do the image, draw it out, print it off, nice and neat, and then we come in with the sparkle pen. So let's just quickly do an image for image's sake. So do something really simple. The reason I've come away from the Ryman's card is I don't, even though I can really see that sparkle on there, because it's too flimsy, I don't think I'm going to get a decent effect with it. And even for experimenting, the minute I know there's a problem, that's when I'll stop, because there's no point in trying to get the results you want on the wrong material. Now this is a 4B pencil, and the Crafter's Companion paper is very, very shiny, in the sense that it's quite glossy and slippery. But it's meant to go with these shimmer pens, shimmery sparkle pens. So actually I could buy some candy canes, couldn't I? Because you can get mini candy canes. But then the candy cane's a choking hazard. This is how sad and PLC you've got to be when doing this sort of thing. You've got to think of everything. So what for this? Let's grab a Sharpies. So as always, where is everything? Sorry about this. Normally I have a Sharpie on hand, but they've all done a runner. I think I've got elves or something, maybe brownies in this studio. Every time I want to get hold of a bit of equipment, something's run off of it. So I'm just going to use a really cheap Nice Day stick pen, which as you can see is happily running out on me. Okay, that's one for the bin. Yeah, I should have asked Santa Claus for pens, shouldn't I, this year? Pencil, 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 alcohol, markers, pencil. I actually had like 20 Sharpies all in a row. This is absolutely ridiculous. If I find out what's eating my pens, I'm seriously going to chase it out of the house. I have a massive drawer unit next to the desk. Right, got one. And I have at least one of each pen. So I found a Sharpie. One of each pen is always kept on this desk. So this is still a rough design. You can tell when it's a rough design with me because I'm constantly changing it as it goes. Okay, so say that's my little printout design. Everything's cool. We've got I can always put textures into bits, say here and here, and this way if the kids want to do a bit more detail, then the option's there. If they don't want to do detail, they don't have to. So then the plan, hypothetically, is to quickly take out the pencil lines. One thing I love about Sharpies is that you can take out pencil lines over them. So Crafter's Companion paper and Sharpies, not great actually. Yeah. Not the best effect. And that was just a silicone rubber. Oh, not much love with this Crafter's Companion stuff. Right, ignoring the disaster, I'm going to take the clear marker. Let's see what happens. It's going to react with the original Nice Day pen. Or at least it should in theory. Yep, there we go. So with normal felt tips, if you did use one of these pens over it, you're most likely to get a little bit of shading in there. I don't know, could be handy. So I want to cover a really good portion of this. If the stuff will come out, come on. Today is one of those days where if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong. Okay, I've got a little bit out. But I think you'll get the idea. So you go over the whole thing with the sparkle medium, and then that in theory will give a undercoat of sparkle. But what I'm wondering is if I have an pardon me. If I do an undercoat of sparkly stuff, can the kids still colour in? Oh, that's better. Sorry, it's one of my more juicy pens. There we go. Will the kids still be able to colour in over it? Because the ink, the black ink, of course, by being printed, should be sealed. Right. That's better. You can see that's done something because it's buckled slightly. Right. Let's see, can we get the shimmer to show? Should be able to see a little bit of shimmer. Hopefully that's showing a bit. And once that's dried, that will be shimmery. So if I'm going to give the kids colouring pencils and wax crayony type things, is it going to work on this? One way to find out. Because otherwise it's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? You kind of put the stuff in the bag and then it doesn't work. Then it defeats the object. I wouldn't put felt tips into one of these bags because whenever I've had felt tip things, they've always been dry or really, really badly made. So let's say, right, well, I've got a green crayon and a pink pencil. Let's have a feel. When it's wet, you do get quite a lot back off of your finger. So, hoping this is dry. Right, let's try the crown. Okay, now I know there's glitter on that bit and on that bit, so I know I'm not expecting the kids to produce a massive, great big work of art, but even young children, if they're gonna do something and it doesn't work, that's a disappointment, and that's not fair on them. That's why doing this testing is quite important. And also, this idea, if it does work, then the parents are going to be happy, and happy parents means more sales. But if they think it's a terrible quality item, that's going to mean bad reviews and poor sales. And I'm not expecting these mediums to be like the best in the world, but what I'm expecting is enough quality to be acceptable. The paper's coming up. Paper's peeling. Not what I expected. So, what is it with Crafters Companions products lately? Right, let's try another wax crayon. Let's try the red one. We're just going to colour a random area because I just need to see what's going on here. Now it's doesn't like it, does it? It works to a degree and then doesn't work. Now, this could be due to the fact that these are cheap crayons. I'm not denying that, they will be cheap. Yeah, where we're getting a bit of a problem is where the glitter sparkle pen is. It's almost creating like a relief, so the crayon isn't sitting on top of it at all well. In fact, I get the feeling if I do this, that's actually coming off. Right, so that tells me that the sparkle pen can't be used in conjunction with the crayon. There we go. So that's given me a really good idea of what I can't get away with, which is an absolute pain because that would look stunning having the sparkle underneath. In fact, does the sparkle even show through? No, see, the sparkle's gone. The wax has almost like rubbed it out. So I'm just going to do the dog in blue. A pencil sharpener when I need one. And this is why if you're planning something, always do a good amount of experimenting before you dive in. Scissors. Can't find a pencil sharpener. Scissors will do it. Because where I sell these, it's not like loads of people walking around with hundreds of pounds in their pockets. There are a lot of the market I sell to is very, very low, but that doesn't mean that I should be giving them substandard product. But I do try and make sure that whatever they pay, they're getting a decent amount for. This has very much got me thinking. Let's try this again. So straight away, I think with the pencil, it's too, the paper, it's almost embossing it, and the glitter, I get the feeling this is coming off. See this area here, that's where there's no glitter. And up on the ear. Let's try and find out where there's no glitter. Yeah, there's no glitter there. So you can see there's colour there. But where if I put it over the glitter? So here and here, you can still see the shininess coming through, but these areas, particularly the pencil, doesn't sit onto the glitter. That's a pain. Oh, that would have looked so good. So the pencil and the wax crown strip the Spectrum Noir sparkle off of the paper. That's really, really handy for me to know. So that means that I can't do an underlay of sparkle, and in all honesty, I can't do an overlay of sparkle because I'm not going to be there when the kids have coloured the image in. I can't suddenly knock on the door and turn up and say, "Yoo-hoo, do you want your drawing sparkleized?" But let's just see what happens anyway. If I add, let's go for this red bit. So this is over the pencil and over the wax. I'm picking up a little bit of the wax. Right, let's have a look. It just about sits, yeah, it sits on top. So the sparkle pens we can't use as an underlay, but we can use as an overlay. This is when I say back to the drawing board. I don't want to try and buy anything more expensive than what I'm paying out already for the pencils and the pens. And I can't give sparkle pens away in the kits. It's that simple. No way. That would put the price of them way out. Unless... So I'm just seeing what happens when I put the sparkle pen over the wax. Unless I colour the images in and sell them as a coloured image. So a postcard that's already been coloured in. So it goes, in fact, oddly enough, it actually goes over the sparkle pen the sparkle pen over the wax goes down really well. But then you see that bit? It's all bobbled and gone funny there. So in some parts it does work, some parts it doesn't. Oh, there we go. The wax is actually creating a relief. So we should see that up on this big bit. So you can just about use a clear sparkle pen over pencil, but there's no point in trying to use it over wax-based crayons. Because you can't really layer with these pens without leaving really, really obvious marks, which you'll see around here where more than one layer's gone on, and just here where it's actually separated. Let's take a thumb. So it's a shimmery image. Right, now we know the blue is pencil, so we are just going to put some blue sparkle pen down. If I'd primed it. You guys know how much trouble I've had with these pens. Come on. Should turn it all the way around. Oh, good news. For 2018 I've treated myself to a new camera lens. I'm feeling uber chuffed about it, and that's just priming. It's going to be a Canon 70-300, and it's a telephoto, so my first ever. And I'm hoping down in Dorset they're going to have the half price tickets from Monkey World, because I live about an hour and a bit away from Monkey World, and it's a bit expensive when you're paying full price for it, though I agree it is an amazing place and the work they do there is stunning. Oh, there goes the ink. Whee! Was a bit I've oversaturated this one. But when they've got the half price offer, it just makes it so much better. I like this blue. Now I know you can put water with these and use it like a paint, because I've done that recently with a horse drawing. So I could do a load of drawings and colour them in. I mean, I want to include some colouring in pages in these packs no matter what, but maybe what I need to do is do the actual physical card to Santa in actual pre-coloured. We'll do two, do a coloured one. If the kid can't colour, then they can use that one, and then do a clear plain one, just black and white, if the kid wants to colour. So let's see, it's a shimmery-ish. Right, so if this was the proper image, it'd be that way, and then we would have that, then so that will roughly pardon me, that would be roughly the size. Because I didn't cut it straight. Oh, take a little bits. Yeah, so right, got the width right, it's just that little bit at the end. Right, so that's roughly what the image is, how big the image would be. Let's get you out there. So I'll do the postcard and colouring in page. Like so. That will be like that. Then the rubber, the crayons, pencils. Don't ask me where I put the blue one. Oh, there. No. A couple of pencils or a packet of pencils zipped up, and that would be it. Price wise, these as full actually retail price, I think they were about £4.50, and so let's see, £1, £2. I'll probably end up charging about £3.50, but I can add in more drawings, I can add in more pens, rubbers. So that would roughly be the plan. So I'd have the black and white drawing, kind of lettery thing, or a postcard. This time I'm using the scissors. So yep, so we'd have the blank postcard with To Santa. Right, so you'd have your black and white postcard, have a coloured postcard, so black and white colour in, coloured postcard, so that one would also be To Santa, Dilly Doodah. So you'd have the equivalent of 2 pieces of drawing. Now, none of my cards that I have made, my published cards, will fit in this pouch, which is a shame. So those would go in, as I say. Get in. Then I'll find some cute Christmas themed rubbers, a packet of pencils, probably some spares to colour in the colouring image. Maybe some Christmas chocolates. Need to research those, costing again. Maybe a chocolate snowman. Someone's just kicked the bucket. Yeah, we've got really gale force winds down in Dorset right now. I think we're 70-mile-per-hour winds, so everything is being blown everywhere. And we have about 5 wood pigeons sat on the lawn just looking kind of, oh, we're not flying in this. Back to the project. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. So that I've got pretty much all year to play around with. I've got months to go and now look at designs. I can go shopping for little pencil-y bits, rubbery bits, and anything else that I really fancy to put into the pencil cases. I will try and keep it as a Christmas theme, because at the end of the day, that's what the whole thing's about. And I'll print off my own little Santa Claus addresses. In fact, I might, I'll even probably print off this sort of thing, but do it as a postcard size. So that's given me ideas already for Christmas. And then I've got to make up some more grab bags anyway. So I've got a lot of drawing designs to do. Now I am still plodding along with this degree. I'm sending on my kit in January. In fact, in 2 weeks. I don't think I'm going to pass, I'm going to be honest. I don't have confidence in my work. So I think also because last year was rough. Seriously, rough. I went through way too much. Also, even though I'm full-time at work, they still drag me in for extra hours. So I don't actually get the designated time that I need. I think I needed an average of 16 to 32 hours a week to do my coursework, and I haven't had it. And I get the feeling this is going to reflect So if I don't pass, I'm probably not going to continue with the course, because at the end of the day I've paid over about £1,300 in British pounds to do this course, and that's a lot of money. So I mean, nowadays people are quite often saying you don't need a degree to get into arts based jobs, and I'm not really after an art based job. I just like my name in lights a weeny bit more. I mean, I don't want to be on the feature of a magazine or anything crazy like that, but I just like people to suddenly say, "Oh, did you see that latest thing from Diddly Doodah?" You know, just a weeny bit of recognition. So we'll see. Last month I've actually joined a local art group. Now I've been in an art group before down in Dorset. It was a very, very basic art group, but they're pretty good. So in all honesty, it did get a little bit bitchy. There weren't really any blokes in there, and the ones who were there were a little bit nervous and scared of the women. Honest. One of them actually left the group because he found the women too intimidating, and that's not good. That's not a healthy balance. So I've actually managed to join a more professional group, of which I'm hoping are going to kind of give me the guidance I need. But with this other group, the one that I've just joined, they exhibit in actual proper galleries. And so instead of just exhibiting in church halls and schools and things like that, I'm hoping that by exhibiting in a proper actual high street gallery and bigger venues, it's going to be a major help for me. And at the end of the day, if it costs, it's going to cost. I think it's about £100+ for each exhibit. But then if somebody goes away and says, "Oh, I really liked that piece of work," that's all I want to hear. And if someone gives some criticism, like, "I like that, but I don't like that part of it," I walk away knowing that those are things that I need to maybe address and change. So I'm hoping 2018 is going to have a few more doors open up for me. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do the big show at Kingston Moorwood, or if... I mean, yeah, I did make the profit back this year, and I made a little bit on the side. But with table costs going up again, can I afford it? Unless I up my prices, and I don't want to up prices, because not everybody carries a whole wallet of cash. So yeah, 2018, time for lots and lots and lots and lots of thinking. Too much, to be honest. So on that note, I'm going to be off thinking of some other ideas, what I can do for Christmas themed ideas. I might next year, I want to sign up for one of our local little events in the pavilion. It's a busy event, but once again, not many people tend to buy unless they're looking for a particular good. So cushions sell really well, because everyone needs a cushion. But the art side of things doesn't often sell well, and that's where the grab bags, sketchbooks, that sort of thing will come in more. So that's something else I've got to do. I've got about 5 blank sketchbooks where they've got, the draw your own cover job is. I've got some of those that I really need to get on and do some covers. But because a lot of them have got textured covers, they're almost like canvases. If you use something like a Sharpie on them, it actually burns the Sharpie's nib away. So last one I did, I think I got through 5 Sharpie pens. Also had a headache afterwards. So that's something else I've got to crack on with. And to do all these little things in between doing the course, that's also been really difficult. I've not felt that I've actually been able to enjoy drawing for drawing's sake. It's been forced. Simple drawings with Sharpies. So I think that's going to be it for today. So till next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this has given you some inspiration to, even now in January 2018, to start thinking of December 2018 and what sort of things you could get creating, because you've got 12 months to do it in. And though that does seem a long time, please remember it flies by. So all the best, please enjoy, remember to get creative, get a pen and pencil out, and happy drawing to you. Till next time.